Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Chris, and welcome back to I Have No Mouth, and I Must Scream. So, our buddy Gorister is complete, and we have two guys left. So, I'm just going to start from left to right and knock them out in that order. And that means that this guy right here, Mr. Science Man, is next. Let's see what he's all about.
You are
Nimdok.
kindred spirit to
Quite
me.
a name.
Even if you don't realize it fully yet, you must sense it there in your blood and fiber. I've constructed an adventure of sorts to revive your failing memory. I want you to find the lost tribe of humanity and continue your eminent scientific research.
Okay. Okay, we'll find him.
This compound looks familiar. But why would Am bring me here to look for a lost tribe? There are gates and fences. Who could be lost in such a secure area?
Okay, so this guy is giving me a, like, German Nazi scientist World War II vibe. Maybe that's what he was in his past life. This guy's definitely a prisoner.
Why are you imprisoned here? You have the features of a man of intellect.
Is this an official interrogation, Nimdok? Or are you mocking me?
You know me?
I thought I did. Until you had me arrested for refusing to condone your experiments.
Experiments? I know nothing of experiments.
Experiments? I know nothing of experiments.
Your sense of humor is as sick as your methods, Doctor. How can you act so innocent after having maimed or killed hundreds in the name of science?
Okay, yeah, definitely a Nazi doctor.
You are saying we were colleagues of some kind? Ridiculous.
There's no need to distance yourself from me. I was once your friend. Now I am your enemy.
Why would I bother to have imprisoned you?
Why would I bother
you
to have
imprisoned
you
like this?
imprisoned like this?
The regime needed answers, but I stood in your way. Well, now you have them.
Apparently, no, I don't.
Do you know of the lost tribe? I must find it.
Haven't you taken enough subjects for your experiments, Doctor? Or are there more mass graves to fill?
I know nothing of what you talk about. This conversation is over.
Alright, so this guy has no recollection of his past, it seems. Psych profile, historical data. Auschwitz was the famous Nazi concentration camp established at which Dr. Mengele, the Angel of Death, engaged in the most noxious and fearful experiments on humans the world has ever seen. Are we at Auschwitz, or is this, Amschwitz? I think this is a made-up camp by Am.
You must let me leave. I have urgent business elsewhere.
I cannot let you pass, Doctor. You're due in surgery. Dr. Mengele's orders.
Okay. Due in surgery. So we got two options here. We have a door here. Let's go in the door because I don't want to go in the hospital yet, since that's probably...
I cannot open it.
Alright, well, our choices are limited. So...
Where have you been, Nimdok? We are waiting on you to perform.
I've been
You were
trapped in
waiting
a
for me?
I am sorry that I will not
Weird
be able
world.
to assist in the operation. After all, this may be the last opportunity we have together before the end of the war to finish our research.
Ah, yes, the research. Let us talk about this research.
We will have time for that after the surgery. Meet me at the complex later.
Okay. This is a sweet poster. 1945. Look at poster.
A youth with 1945 stamped beneath. There is something familiar about this.
It's almost like I was there.
I cannot take this down. It is fastened too securely.
Okay. Got a curtain here.
Finally, Doctor.
Whoa!
Everyone's waiting on your expertise.
We're in an operating theater. Jesus. Look at the ether. Can I take that shiz?
I'm sorry, Doctor. The ether is necessary for the surgery.
Ah, right. Let's talk to this guy.
What am I to do?
Ah, you are testing me because I'm new here. Today's procedure requires the removal of the lower section of the subject's spinal cord.
What is the purpose of such a procedure?
You and Dr. Mengele will process the spinal fluid from this and the other adolescent subjects. The fluid will then be used to formulate the serum.
What is the nature of this serum?
I cannot reveal sensitive regime secrets in such a public setting. You need not worry, Doctor. I remember my military training as well as my medical knowledge.
What is Dr. Mengele's position?
Dr. Mengele is the master surgeon of this facility and one of the regime's finest minds. You are fortunate to be his associate.
What is your function?
I will be administering ether to the subject throughout this procedure. We would not want this little maggot to stir and ruin your handiwork.
I will begin the procedure momentarily.
It will be an honor to work under you, Dr. Nimdok.
Okay. So if we learned anything from Gorister, we learned that there is a reason to save in this game kind of often. Nimdok. And I don't know if it's like Gorister where we can just completely whiff something and then have to start over, but in case that's how it goes, I want to make sure that I don't have to do that.
This must be the recovery room.
Goodness. Patient. Some broken stuff on the floor. Just scanning for usable objects here. Vent. How did I come in? Okay, so I came in from the bottom.
It is difficult to see what purpose this surgery serves other than to mutilate the patient.
Right?
This patient will never recover. This patient has been too damaged by his surgery to live a normal life.
Okay. Let's see what's up with this vent.
There is heat coming out of this vent.
Can I remove the vent? Alright.
There is a passage here.
Let's go.
I smell burnt flesh.
Oh.
But this is obviously not a kitchen.
Is this where they burn the bodies? Good God.
These ovens are more monstrous than anything Am has ever constructed.
I don't really want to, but can I open one?
These ovens are more monstrous than anything Am has ever constructed. These ovens are more...
Okay, apparently not.
This is of no...
Alright, so... Take the pliers. I'm gonna take everything I can take. Take the watch.
According to these records, hundreds of corpses were incinerated here.
Believe it. Alright, what else can we do? Can we take the records? Probably not.
It would be...
I can't go anywhere over here. Looks as this is a one-way in, one-way out place. There's a control here of some kind.
This lever must be used for setting the oven temperature.
Can we do something with it? I don't know what good that does me right now. Let's go ahead and look at this stuff and try and figure
There is an
out.
inscription on the watch, but it is written in Latin.
Okay.
These pliers must be used for extracting gold fillings and teeth from the corpses.
Let's see what their psych profile says. Surgical is relating to a medical relating to a medical procedure in which the body is cut open, relating to a military operation in which a small force quickly eliminates a very specific target. Thanks for the tip. Oh, what are you doing there? Okay, so this is the furnace area. It must be locked from the outside.
This foolish man, he's tangled in barbed wire.
Can I talk to him?
How could you so foolishly be caught in the wires?
I was trying to escape, but I was so weak. I fell and got caught.
Why do you risk escaping in such poor physical condition?
That timing was hardly of my own choosing. I learned that I was to be among the next batch of volunteers.
I will call the guard. I will summon one of the doctors. I feel like there's not much of a difference between
For
the two.
what? For you being given the privilege to volunteer?
Experimentation, they say. Extinction is more like it. Surely you, of all people, know the regime's plan for the lost tribe.
Actually, I don't. I've been trying to find the lost tribe.
There is nothing I can do for you.
You can at least help me end my misery. That would give you the pleasure of seeing another one of us die, you cold-hearted bastard.
Sorry, buddy.
I can't.
I mean, I could call the doctors, but they're just going to take him back to the operating room.
The extinction of the lost tribe is near at hand. The regime shall vanquish all of its enemies.
Okay. Where'd that guy go? Can I take the scalpel? Where's the jar? Now can I take the ether? Oh! I don't know where that guy went though.
No, no. The wires, they hurt.
Okay, let's talk to this guy.
What have you done to deserve removal of your eyes?
Please, disconnect the wires.
Wires. What are they connected to? Where do the wires go?
Why are your optic nerves wired to the eyeballs in the jar?
Please, disconnect the wires.
Okay, well, how do I use the jar? Can I use the jar?
I do not know what...
Can I pour the ether in the jar? No.
I do not know what to do with these.
Oh. I can use the scalpel with the jar.
I do not know what to do.
Okay, use pliers with jar.
I do not know.
I can't do anything with the jar.
No, no. The
Oh.
wires, they hurt.
You told me to disconnect them, I did. Right?
What have you done to deserve removal of your eyes?
Please, disconnect the wires.
I thought I just did.
These eyes seem perfectly preserved. Almost.
Can I give them back? Can I give them back to the
I
patient?
should keep this. It
course.
may prove useful.
I can't disconnect the wires, man. Use the patient.
Who did this to you? He has great surgical skill.
Please.
Give scalpel to the patient.
I should keep.
Okay. Oh my god, was this a child? Jesus.
I recognize this child. He was in the operating room.
When?
How are you feeling?
I feel okay. I'm not hurt like the others here.
Do you know who I am?
You are Nimdok? You are more frightening in person than in legend.
What do you know of me?
The things you do are terrible. We small ones are your lab rats.
Are you saying that the doctors here have been using children for experimentation?
No, not all the doctors. You and Dr. Mengele sent all the good doctors to the prison yard.
So, I am a legend to you.
Yes, but we have our own legends. Legends that owe nothing to your regime. You will fail, no matter how many of us you cut apart.
Why do you say that the regime will fail?
The golem will finish you. It will not be
The
mastered by
golem?
your regime. The golem will wake up, and when it sees with its own eyes the evil you have done, it will turn on you and save us.
Get some rest.
Get some rest.
We will not rest until your regime is destroyed.
Okay. Can I give you some eyes?
I should keep. There is a passage here.
I don't know where.
There is a.
Use the passage. Hey, this is open,
These ovens are more.
right?
These ovens are more.
Can I put the eyes in the oven?
I do not know what.
Can I put anything in the oven?
I do not know.
Oh, this is the passage. Okay, right. Oh my god, there's more people. How did you get over?
You must let me go. With these materials, I may be able to remedy the atrocities I have committed.
How can you possibly undo an unspeakable crime such as this?
What?
You can't fool me, Nimdok. You are an unredeemable butcher. But you are one of us, like it or not.
Why do you say that I am one of you?
You denied your heritage and turned your own parents into the regime. But you're still a member of the Lost Tribe, and that makes your crimes all the more heinous.
Does that mean you will allow me to go?
It means that you should have a chance to witness the full extent of your crimes. Then we'll hunt you down and kill you like the dog you are.
I must leave this place.
What?
It seems I was once the wolf. Now, I am the quarry.
What the fuck? Where did I just come from? How did I get here?
Faces. Faces of people in torture.
Okay, things are getting a little weird.
I know this place. Some of my greatest accomplishments were made here.
I'm gonna save some shit. Face wall. Sounds good. What have we here?
Morphogenics. The ability to reorganize DNA at will. Did
Secret
Am
laboratory.
discover my work in this area? Is this how he was able to alter Benny and play other cruel tricks on the rest of us?
Perhaps. Nothing we can do here. Teletype.
A teletype machine. There is a message in it.
Let's look at it.
A tele...
Okay, let's use it.
The message reads, cease all work on Project Perfect Image. Confidential. The leader is dead, having looked on the face of the future using the prototype device.
Okay.
This leaves the regime ripe for invasion. Destroy all work in progress. This technology must not be allowed to fall into the hands of the enemy.
Okay. Interesting. Oh, what the fuck is this? The golem! Oh no!
This golem appears to be made of steel and molded clay.
This is the golem that the child was talking about?
Golem, wake up! Nothing happened.
It's not working.
This is pointless.
Okay, so we get some blueprints.
Such a strange combination of scientific plans and mystic symbols. This has something to do with the golem, but the meaning is not clear.
What is this thing? Ah, peace and quiet. What is that thing?
I see a mirror. It was obscured by the light.
Okay.
I
Use
see
the
a
vat.
mirror. It was obscured.
Let's pour some ether in the vat.
I do not.
Of course not. Can I use ether with the golem?
I do not know what.
No, that would be silly. Let's see what is... Alright, so what is this crane? Or this winch? Pulley.
I dare not.
So, like, somehow we basically left the, we left the hospital, and I don't know how the hell we got here. But we're here. I don't know where the fuck that shit came from. So, like, what can I do? What is
I
this?
see a mirror. It was obscured by the light.
Sure. Can we do anything with it? Use the vat.
I see a mirror. I see a.
Okay.
I dare not return to the camp.
Yep.
I dare.
Agreed. So what's the deal with this wall? Like, what can I do?
Faces. This wall is permeable, like a shimmering curtain.
What?
I can almost pass through the wall, but something holds me back.
Huh. Time to try.
This wall
Start
is-
using shit.
This wall is permeable, like a shimmering curtain.
Yeah, I know.
This wall is...
Can I talk to it? Wait, where'd the prompt go? I can't... I guess I just can't talk to the wall. Push the wall.
This wall is...
I feel like I should be able to do something with the mirror. Can I take it?
What is this mirror doing here?
Okay.
Oh my God, it is true. 1945, turning my Jewish parents over to the Nazis for extermination. I have found the lost tribe. It is me.
All right. Oh, man. Mission accomplished. You found him, buddy. Now, what the heck can I do with all this stuff? I have so many things that I didn't get to do anything with. Dude, look at all those
So much
bodies.
death.
Jesus.
So much evil. I am responsible for all this suffering.
You sure are, asshole.
Faces.
Now can I do something with them? Or can I use the mirror?
This wall is... I am passing through the wall.
We're not as alike as I thought, Nimdok.
Whoa. Okay.
The spark of humanity somewhere. Always that wretched little spark. You've confronted your past, but you refuse to continue your research. That's what I asked you to do. Since you now identify with your victims, I suppose it's only right that I let you experience their tortures too. Ah, you. You're the last player in my little game. I urge you, do not fail, as the others have failed.
Okay. So, for starters, I'm going to save. Save Nimdok. Completed. Alright, so I had so much stuff that I picked up that I didn't do anything with. Like, the pliers, the watch, the scalpel, didn't need any of it. Why would it let me pick all that stuff up, though? I feel like it wouldn't just do that for, I don't know, just for shits. Like, I feel like there's a purpose. I'm actually going to look that up real quick. I will be back in a second, because I'm curious. I have a feeling that there's something that we could have done with that stuff. Like, I didn't want to try using the scalpel on the patient because it, you know, obviously would be bad. But, I mean, seeing as how in, like, Gorister's storyline and stuff, you can, like, shoot people or kill people or whatever, or kill yourself, and it, you know, it may let you do that. This may not just be a game where, like, you have one choice and that's what you do. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna read about this for a second. Okay, holy shit. So what I did is I actually looked up a walkthrough for this particular character, and there's literally something that we could have done with every single one of those objects. So, like, if I recall just from what I read, when you first go into the operating room and you see the patient on the table, and then the other, you know, anesthesiologist guy, you can take the scalpel and literally stab that guy, the anesthesiologist, and then take the ether without having to do that loop thing that we did. Like, that didn't even cross my mind. I mean, I never thought that it would allow you to do that. And then you can take the pliers and do something with those. You can cut free the guy that was in the barbed wire and use the ether on him. You're supposed to be able to use the ether on the patient on the table. The eyes in the jar you can somehow put into the golem, like, there's like so much shit that we could have done with that character that I didn't know you could do or had to do. Obviously you didn't have to do it because we beat it, but this is like makes me, God, now I'm wondering about every single character that we've played and what we missed or what could have been done differently and how it would have affected the story. This is really cool because usually in these old school games like this, like, I don't remember a lot of these. Like, I played all the old LucasArts games, or most of them, like Full Throttle and The Dig, and you know, all these classic like point and click style games, and most of them, it seems like, very much had a single choice. Maybe sometimes you had like options of how you wanted to solve something, or you know, maybe a little bit of like accessory kind of choices, but for the most part it was like, okay, this is the problem, this is the solution, you take this item, you take this, and then you use it in this way, and then boom, you're done, and you move to the next thing. I don't recall seeing this style of game, a point and click classic game, with this many like optional, like, oh yeah, you could have done that, or no, you could have been an asshole here and did that, blah 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 blah. Like, there's so many things that it seems like that you can do with each of these characters that will somehow tailor where the game goes. And I also read that the face that shows up like down here in the bottom left when you're playing someone can change, and that is your spiritual barometer, and it indicates like if you've been doing like some really messed up stuff, or if you've been doing really good things and being nice to people, and like your gets higher for the better, the more, you know, good things you do, and lower, obviously, the more depraved and wacky you get. So this is really interesting because it kind of makes me want to like go back and like, you know, do another playthrough at some point and just kind of like actually just kind of like follow the walkthrough and just like do everything that it's possible to do. Like, I like that they give you the option to beat a character. Oh god, hair. You can beat a character without having to do everything, but if you wanted to, if you found out somehow, you can do all this extra stuff. So you can kind of, it's almost sort of like a good ending, bad ending kind of thing, is what I'm interpreting. Like, I don't know if, I haven't read the ending yet, so I don't know how that works. But I wonder if like the more good stuff you do influences the kind of ending that you get versus, you know, being a dick and not doing this stuff or doing the wrong things. So anyways, that kind of changes like everything. And I'll have to try and be like more perceptive of that when we do the final guy. And I'm assuming that something's going to happen after we complete him. Like, I don't know if the game ends there or if there's more to do. Who knows? But that's really cool. I'm glad that I read that. I'm glad that I found that stuff out, because that adds like a whole nother depth of stuff to this game, which is really cool. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to stick around for this last guy here. And we're just going to see what happens after we do him. And maybe we'll uncover some secret stuff that we can interact with and do that we weren't able to do with some of these other guys. Anyways, I'll catch you in the next episode. Bye.